A clear ping from my phone cut through the stillness of that Friday afternoon. 3 long months of restock stalking and grinding 70-hour work weeks as CFO for Apex Innovations had all led up to this, my PlayStation 5. A rare indulgence, a means to relax and catch up with my college friends for a gaming weekend. The notification read, "Package delivered." Perfect timing. I just wrapped my last Zoom call and headed downstairs to grab it before it had a chance to vanish. Now, package thievery wasn't so rampant in Crestwood Pines, our fancy suburb just outside Chicago, but periodically neighbors would complain about the occasional theft. I'm Jordan Brooks, 38, residing at 312 Maple Grove in the tidy colonial my wife Lena and I purchased 3 years ago. Lena works as a partner at Kessler and Dunn, a leading law firm. No children yet, but we've begun those discussions. When we first moved in, Crestwood was nice looking. Dog walkers, children on bicycles, courteous waves. Yes, occasionally I'd receive a cold stare or hushed whispers when I walked by. As a black man, I've learned to interpret between the lines at an early age. Nevertheless, they hurt in a place we made home. I stepped onto the porch, tie loosened and suit pants still intact, and saw the brown package next to the door. Relief washed over me. The PS5 had arrived. But as I crouched down to retrieve it, a harsh voice shattered the air. "What do you think you're doing with that?" I stiffened, startled. Standing there, 4 doors down, on my lawn, was Margaret Hensley, tightly pulled blonde ponytail and closely trimmed hair, an early 60s woman wearing a hot pink tracksuit in the October cold. She was pointing at me, an accusatory finger planted firmly, her face twisting with dramatic outrage. "I'm picking up my package," I said calmly, already knowing where this was going. "That's not yours," she snapped, trampling onto my grass as if it were hers. "I've seen deliveries all day. That's for this house." I breathed slowly. "Yes, this house. My house. I live here." She raised an eyebrow, eyes squinting like I'd taken a wrong turn somewhere. "You think I'll believe that? In this neighborhood? I know who lives here." There it was, that punch to the gut of an assumption, that I didn't fit. "Mrs. Hensley," I replied, maintaining a level voice. "I'm Jordan Brooks. Lena and I have lived here for 3 years. We met at the block party this past summer." She paused but doubled back. "I never saw you before. And how would you even know my name?" "Because we're neighbors," I answered, patience growing thin. "Now, if you'll excuse me." As I turned to leave, she rushed forward and reached for the box. "My son Tyler's been waiting forever for a PS5, she screamed. "I know that's one. I tracked your Wi-Fi and saw the order." My mouth fell open. Had she just confessed to having hacked my network? I was still in shock, holding the box closer to me, moving a step towards the entrance. "Mrs. Hensley, you just admitted to getting into my Wi-Fi without my permission to spy on my purchases, and now you're coming onto my porch to steal my package from me?" She held firm, not at all fazed by what she'd just incriminated herself about. "Tyler would want that PlayStation more than you. What are you going to do with it anyway?" The racism in her words seethed, but I remained steady. "You've got 30 seconds to get out," I told her, "or I'm calling the police for attempted theft and computer fraud." "Call them," she sneered. "Let's see whom they listen to." I was stunned. She was standing on my property, demanding my package, confessing cyber crimes, and betting on her whiteness to slide out of it. It was 2025, but here we were. "Mrs. Hensley," I said slowly, "you're standing on my porch, attempting to accept a delivery that's mine, after confessing to hacking my Wi-Fi. Do you comprehend the legal hole you're creating?" She didn't blink. "Don't preach to me. I know how your type works, moving into upscale neighborhoods." "You mean CFOs with MBAs who make their mortgage?" I retorted. She bristled. "Tyler's been monitoring PS5 deliveries for months. He knew one was arriving here. Your son stalks my deliveries, and that somehow entitles you to claim ownership of my property?" "I've lived here 25 years, she spat. "I don't know you." 3 years, I corrected. "We swapped Christmas cards. Your husband enjoyed my wreath." She did that, suddenly changing her tone. "I'm sure you're a nice person, but Tyler's an honor student, captain of the soccer team. This PS5 would be everything to him. I apologize that he's struggling to get one, I said. But this one's mine. She stepped up, retrieved her phone, and called 911. I'm calling about a theft at 312 Maple Grove, she said, her eyes on me. There's a man here who doesn't have business. He's stealing packages. My stomach dropped. All of it, my education, career, and home ownership erased with a single stereotype. A police cruiser pulled up. Two officers stepped out, one white, mid-40s, and a young black woman. Hensley rushed toward them. He's stealing from this house. I left my hands in plain sight. I'm Jordan Brooks. This is my place. That package belongs to me. Mrs. Hensley attempted to steal it and confessed to breaking into my network. The older one, Daniels, examined my ID, verified the address. What's inside the package? A PlayStation 5. Hensley interrupted. That's what Tyler was looking for. I tracked it. The younger one, Carter, skeptical. Tracked it? How did you know what was inside his package? I told her, I said. She said she saw my confirmation through my Wi-Fi. Daniel's eyes narrowed. Ma'am, trespassing onto private networks is a federal offense. I didn't mean... She backed away. You called 911 on a homeowner picking up his own delivery? Carter asked. I was protecting the neighborhood, Hensley maintained. Lena pulled up, getting out of her Audi in a sleek blazer. Officers, I'm Lena Brooks, Jordan's wife. What's going on? Once Daniels brought her up to speed, Lena addressed Hensley. We met at the holiday party. You enjoyed my cornbread. Hensley stiffened. As a digital privacy lawyer, Lena went on, I'm particularly interested in your Wi-Fi surveillance. That's 5 years in prison. And hoax 911 calls? Criminal, too, particularly with hate crime elements. It's not racial, Hensley burst out. Why don't I fit in then? I asked. She stuttered, speechless. Daniels turned to her at last and said, Mrs. Hensley, you gave a false report and potentially committed a federal crime. You're going to have to come with us. She slumped. Tyler will be devastated. Perhaps he'll learn to respect others' property, I said. Lena and I made statements at the station. Detective Ellis, a veteran investigator, questioned us. She's claiming she misspoke regarding the Wi-Fi, he said, but we're searching her son's electronics. Then our neighbor Sanjay Patel texted, Cops at Hensley's? Tyler attempted to hack my smart lock last year. Sanjay, a manager of IT, arrived with logs connecting the attempt to their IP address. This is a pattern, Ellis said. Then Hensley's husband, Robert, arrived. Clearly shaken, he came to me. Jordan, I'm sorry. For Margaret and Tyler. I always suspected Tyler of being involved in seedy tech things. But Margaret, she promoted it. Lena arrived. Robert apologized once more. This is inexcusable. Ellis nodded. We'll have to question you concerning Tyler's activities. I'm finished excusing it, Robert replied. As Margaret showed up with her lawyer, silent, bitter, he stood his ground. You've made a legal mess, Margaret. Lena and I talked options at home. False reports, attempted theft, computer fraud. There was enough to bury her. But perhaps there's another way, I said, something that provokes real change. That Saturday, neighbors, headed by HOA President Maria Gomez, came out in support. Margaret's been an issue for years, Sanjay said. She attempted to cancel our Diwali party. Others had similar tales to tell, so I suggested an idea. Rather than charges, campaign for change in the community, digital privacy workshops, inclusion discussions, accountability. Punishment won't address her biases, I said, but perhaps this will. Maria adored it. Sanjay offered to conduct tech sessions. Michael Reed, a retired guidance counselor, volunteered to give race talks. Weeks went by, and Lena's company assisted in closing the deal. Robert subsidized a $40,000 Crestwood Digital Safety and Inclusion Fund. They gave us and 2 other families $8,000 each. They put premium security systems in place. Tyler signed up for an ethics and technology program for neurodivergent adolescents. Margaret, who had early dementia, came into therapy. Breaking down in tears, she apologized. I perceived a threat, not Jordan. That was incorrect. It's always been incorrect. We dismissed the charges, obtained a restraining order, and saw Crestwood start to heal. Monthly conversations, a welcome committee, and tighter friendships ensued. That PS5, worth every penny, not only for the games but for igniting a community renewed. Justice did not happen through punishment. It happened through change. Clumsy but genuine.